Hello everyone, this is Angela Profit with Paperless Planners. Thank you for joining me on becoming more productive and more profitable by going paperless. Today I'm going to review how to organize your dock, clean up your desktop, and organize your applications and folders. If I go too fast, you can always refer back to the video, so don't get frustrated. But if you have a new Mac, or even if it's an old Mac, one of the first things to do to become productive is to organize your dock. So this is your dock down here. And when you first open your new computer, there's a lot of stuff down here that you don't necessarily need to look at each day. So my rule of thumb is that if you do not use the application daily, not to put it in your dock down here. And the quickest way to get to your applications is to take 5 fingers and close them on your trackpad. And that will bring up your applications in the background. You can also view your applications by hitting Command N for new, and that brings up a new Finder window. So again, you can take 5 fingers and close them on the trackpad to bring up your applications. And these are all of your applications. We'll talk about folders in just a few minutes. But to get back to your desktop or your screen, you open your 5 fingers on your trackpad. So close 5 fingers and open 5 fingers brings you back. So for example, we use our email every day. Our calendar, Wunderlist is an organizational app that we use. So everything that you see in my dock here, we pretty much use it every day. And a couple little shortcuts in opening and closing the applications. For example, if I open my mail, you see it here on my screen. And if you do Command Tab, it's going to show you everything that's running in my dock. And if you hold down the Command key, and let's say that I want to quit Word, you are still holding down the Command key and hit Q, and that's going to quit the application that is running in the background. Again, you want to evaluate what is in your dock below. If you do not use something on a regular basis, you can take 2 fingers and tap your trackpad and go to Options, and you have the option to keep it in your dock at all times. If you do not want to keep it in your dock, simply check that and it will uncheck it. So once you close the application or quit the application, it's not going to automatically pop up in your dock each time that you turn your computer off and on. However, again, we use email every day, so that's something that I choose to keep in my dock. And you're not getting rid of the application, you're simply putting it into your applications folder. And it's very easy to get there. And your 2 fingers, that when you tap on your trackpad, that's something that you have to set up in System Preferences. And I go through System Preferences in another video that you will have to check out. So moving along, after you organize your dock, the next thing to do is to clean up your desktop. And of course, if this is a brand new computer, you shouldn't have anything on your desktop, but if you do, try to make it a habit to keep this clean, because when you have documents all over your desktop here and it looks like a mess, it's not very productive. I do every once in a while keep things on my desktop if I'm working on projects currently, but I've really tried to train myself to keep those items in Dropbox just for a backup mechanism, which I talk about Dropbox in another video as well. So let's talk about organizing your applications and folders. So a different way that I'll get there is hitting Command N as in Nancy, and that brings up a new Finder window. So anytime you're trying to find anything, you can always go to a Finder window, and you can find your Dropbox, your files, your iCloud, and here's your applications, which is exactly where we want to be. And there's various ways that you can view your applications up here at the very top. This is one way to look at your applications. If you're a list person and you would rather see them in a list, you would just hit the list icon. If you're looking for something in alphabetical order, you can hit the name at the top right here. and you'll notice that it puts them in alphabetical order. If you want to see how large the application is, you can click Size over here. And of course, Kind, we're in the Applications folder. So these are all applications that are living on your computer. You can also look at the date that you have downloaded the application or modified the application. My preference is to use the shortcut to do 5 fingers and close them on my trackpad so that I can see all of my applications. And you'll see where I have some folders set up here, very similar to your iPhone or your iPad. You can put your applications in folders so that you can keep them organized and know where to find them. The way that you move them around is called the 3-finger drag. So again, in your system preferences, which you'll have to refer to the other video, but you can set up a 3-finger drag on your trackpad. So you simply hover over the application, take 3 fingers, and you can drag them around. You can drop them in folders. As you can see, I have a business folder set up with my favorite applications, my productivity applications. This just helps me keep everything together. My video, photography, video. If you have a printer hooked up. So 1Password is one of my favorite productivity. So I'm going to put it in this folder and drop it in. You can also go up here and click once and change the name of the folder if you want to do that. I know it seems time consuming to set all of this up, but once you've done it one time and you have organized yourself, you don't have to do it again until you get a new computer, and it's awesome. I must have 2 versions of 1Password. There it is again. And depending on how many applications you have, you could have multiple screens, especially if you do not have your applications in folders. You're probably going to see multiple screens of applications. The way that you go from one page to another is you take 2 fingers and swipe left to right. Now again, this is all in how you have your trackpad set up. And to get back to the desktop, take 5 fingers closed and open them up on your trackpad. And this brings you back to your desktop. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me and let me know. Thank you for joining me today. If you have found this video helpful, please like it and pass it on. Good luck.